Welcome to Darktide. What would you like to order, sir? We have RNG-based slot machines for weapons. A workshop of questionable functionality. Crashes and bugs. A netcode as stable as our IRL economy. And of course, tech cash shop. Darktide as a game looked really promising at first. We had a professional G-dubs writer, promises of a progressing story with our characters' progress, and a banger of a soundtrack published before launch. Vermintide with guns is what we were promised. And we got it. Kind of. The gameplay in the beta was really good. There was a lot of technical issues, but overall you could see what the game was going to look like. The graphics were good, although performance had issues. You could kind of just ignore the issues, as just something that's going to get patched out eventually. Alright guys, I know I'm going to sound condescending while I'm saying this, but Darktide, ever since it launched, hasn't been in a good state. Things haven't really improved. There's a lot of technical stuff that doesn't work, first of all. The servers are a total enigma on how they manage to maintain a simultaneous state of stability and instability. And the crashes, oh the crashes man. For me, joining a game midway is a 50% chance of instantly crashing the game. My friends also keep crashing, and they keep disconnecting mid-match and before matches. Technical issues aside, Fat Shark's priorities are questionable. Instead of patching out the technical issues from the game, the first patch to the game introduced the cosmetic store. You can unlock cosmetics for free, sure, but most of them look like ass compared to the premium store selection. And some of these challenges are nigh on impossible to complete without a group solely dedicated for said purpose. Instead of you getting, for example, gear that is tailored to what origin planet you selected for your character at the start, you get this stuff ripped from 40k Walmart, and the alternatives you can buy for regular rubles look horrible. The only way to look good is to pay with your own money. I'm worried a certain company of Eastern origin might have had something to do with these additions. Oh, and on another unrelated note, the level 30 free eye patch, you know this one, you got, has mysteriously disappeared. Weird. On terms of story, there really isn't any. I get you are a no-name grunt, but since Dan freaking Abnet was assigned to this project, you'd expect something interesting to pop up. Reality is, you start as a grunt and end the story, quote-unquote, as a grunt. You get more exposition every 5-ish levels, how you don't matter and have to get a higher reputation to matter, and then you go back to grinding the same level you've been playing through 100 times already, with revolutionary modifiers like the spawn rate of hounds being toggled up by 0.5%. Whoa there buddy, you said the gameplay was good, right? Yeah, the fundamental gameplay is really good. But with Warhammer as the setting and all the possibilities you could do with it, I kind of expected some payday level shit, with enemy types changing according to the difficulty. But not really here. All difficulty really affects is enemy spawn rates. The game itself feels like an experiment, and we are the lab rats. There isn't really much to play before you've seen everything. The characters have some dialogue, but it is set to play always at the same points in the maps, and you really quickly begin to notice this. Enemies are the same, but not really bringing enough variety in my opinion, although the demon host is a good change recently. But there isn't just much to keep a spastic like me around. The game wasn't ready when it launched. and it desperately needs more content and less skins. I hope I am not the only person to feel like this way. The only way players after all can affect what companies do is by feedback. And I think there hasn't been enough discussion on all the stuff that could be improved here. There's lots of potential, don't get me wrong, but infuriating little to see yet. And that frustrates me. Thanks for watching. You 5 people that probably did end up this far. You get a free biscuit.